Polish farmers have announced a national general strike for Wednesday, 20th of March. This will be the largest protest this year. Roads throughout the country, as well as roads leading out of larger cities, will be paralysed. Farmers oppose the import of agri-food products from outside the European Union, mainly the uncontrolled import of goods from Ukraine and the assumptions of the EU Green Deal. They believe that it should be thrown out because introducing it will destroy agricultural and animal production, and therefore their farms. And then we will all feel the effect. With more on the story, Pavel Bloch. Farmers take to the roads to demonstrate their dissatisfaction. They know what the situation is. Some local government officials, supported by the 13th December coalition, are afraid of protesting farmers. The demonstration was banned by the president of Wrocław, Jacek Sutryk, and of Bydgoszcz, Rafał Brzuski. In connection with further farmers' protests planned for Wednesday, I would like to inform you that, taking into account the safety and above all the health and life of our residents, as well as maintaining traffic on the most important arteries of the city, I have issued 4 decisions prohibiting the organisation of agricultural protests in the administrative area of Wrocław. Farmers are outraged. They emphasise that they are not a threat to anyone and have the right to protest in a free country. We are in a free country and everyone should protest as they see fit. This is a nationwide strike and all cities should be accessible. Farmers continue to demand a ban on the import of agricultural products from Ukraine and abandoning the EU's Green Deal policy. The protesters argue that if the Eurocrats' ideas come into force, their farms will collapse and we will face hunger. They accuse us of driving beautiful tractors, but we have to earn money for them and then take care of them. It costs dearly. Is this a work tool? Yes. And I'm afraid they'll take it away from me. Many years of sacrifice and suffering to have it. At the same time, farmers' protests continue in Europe. Regardless of the geographical location, the protesters are united by their rebellion against the EU's climate policy. The latest demonstrations took place in Madrid. We have no profits. Everything we buy, such as diesel fuel and fertilizer, is becoming more expensive. The prices of our products are not increasing, and the prices in the stores are high. Before we had enough to live on and save some money. We never lived like royalty, but we could save a little for a rainy day, or if we had a bad year. We don't have that now. Now we live on credit, and our children don't want to live like that. During the last farmers' protests in Warsaw, there was a scandalous behaviour by the police who brutally pacified the demonstrators. Then Prime Minister Donald Tusk called farmers hooligans, and today he continues to insult them. Organising demonstrations, getting involved and then igniting the emotions of demonstrations of farmers, including border blockades. Everything that Law and Justice and its leaders did so that the government could not succeed. If Tusk uses such arguments, it means that he is terrified of farmers. He tries to use arguments that he assumes will influence his electorate. If he values his voters this way, it's a different matter. But if he thinks they are fools, he will upset both farmers and his constituency. There were provocateurs at the farmers' protest in Warsaw, but the farmers said they have nothing to do with them and loudly asked the question, who is behind it? Pavel Bloch, Telewizja Republika.